and I love your work. And I love to see you stand back in those legs. Make a man like me drop down in bed. Beautiful with so much class. I like the way you walk when you're throwing that. And I think about you all the time. Good love you give stays on my mind. And I love the way you climb in the bed, straddling me with those big juicy legs. And it feels so good to me. Got me going crazy. Whoa, now, baby. Whoa. Girl, you putting that thing on me. Whoa, now, baby. Oh, baby. Girl, you putting that thing on me. Listen up. Blue jeans and mini skirts. I'm watching you, baby, and I love your work. And I love to see you stand back in those legs. Make a man like me drop down and beg. Beautiful with so much class. I like the way you walk when you're throwing that. And I think about the girl all the time. Good love you give stays on my mind. But I love the way you climb into bed, driving me with those big long legs. And it feels so damn good to me. Got a boy like me going crazy. Whoa, now, baby. Whoa, now. Girl, you putting that thing on me. I love you, baby. Whoa, now, baby. The way you put that thing on me. Oh, baby. Oh, now, baby. I will lie about it, baby. Put that thing on me. Girl. Oh, now, baby. Oh, now. Show you putting that thing on me. Listen, baby. You put that thing on me. You put that thing on me. Oh, you put that thing on me. Girl, you put that thing on me. Oh, you put that thing on me. Girl, you put that thing on me. Listen, baby. The way you climb in the bed, you straddling me with those big long legs. Oh, it feels so good to me. Got a man like me going crazy. Oh, now, baby. Oh, girl, you putting that thing on me. Baby. Oh, now, baby. I would lie about it, baby. You putting that thing on me. Oh, you make me feel so good. Now, baby. You make me feel so good, baby. Girl. Oh, now, baby. I know you putting that thing on me.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Yo. What it do, y'all? Baby's conversation, man. What's happening? This your boy Bubba checking in with y'all tonight, man. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope y'all had a great day today. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody enjoyed their day. You know what I'm saying? But look, we got a special guest tonight with us tonight, sis. What's happening?
What it do? It's your girl Rachel Reed, the hostess with the most, is checking in for the 80s conversation. Ready for a good show tonight. We got Mr. Smoke. I think he having some tech issues, so we're gonna give him a chance to work it out.
Right.
Mr. Smoke, let us know when you're ready. We're gonna move around and be ready. So, I mean, we're off to a good week. It's Tuesday. We're gonna do some live tonight. Like, we're in for a good show. We're gonna work through the kinks, and we're gonna get through this. Invite your friends, invite your family. It's gonna be a good conversation. We got a good discussion. lined up for everybody tonight.
All
All right, I
right.
saw Laverne checking in. Laverne is the first person to check in on this live. Now, y'all remember
What's happening, Robinson?
you gotta rock with us for the night, beginning to end, if you want to win. That's
That
just
right.
how it's go tonight.
That's right, man. Hey, man, we had a crazy week too, man. I know everybody been probably talking about it, but I mean, I ain't want to talk about it, but everybody been talking about it though. But the Kanye situation with that, with Adidas, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody done heard that they done dropped him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know too much of the detail, but everybody been talking about that. You know, so I heard that the stocks had went down because they didn't drop him, and then I think that's why they released because they was losing a lot of money with him still being on. So that been the buzz.
That is the buzz, but you know what? We live in a day and time where we have to make sure that our comments are culturally sensitive, our comments are racially sensitive to everyone. And I think this is a lesson to be learned, especially when it's billions of dollars on the line.
Oh yeah, exactly, man. A
So,
lot of people, a lot of people mad at Kanye saying that of course he be having these outbursts and all that, man. But you know, everybody saying that's just typical Kanye, this and that. Then a lot of people like, oh, he lost all this money, you know what I'm saying, for running his mouth, this and that. We don't know what that man end game is. So, hey, it is what it is, I guess. But Mr. Smoke, can you
Yo,
hear? Okay, okay,
be well.
okay, okay. So yeah. Anyway, y'all, like I was saying, man, welcome back to the 80s Babies conversation. We got a special guest on here tonight with us, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Mr. Smoke.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mr. Smoke, and I'm an artist, blues, southern soul artist.
okay. And we are glad to have you on the show tonight because
Right.
honestly, you're up the street and around the corner from each other. So
Like
we are
literally.
proud of everything that you have done and everything that you are doing. And besides the music artist, you are also an entrepreneur. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I own a wheel and tire store in Phoenix City, in town, local wheel and tire store, and I've been doing this for like 10 years. And hey, it's my first love when I'm not singing. Well, it's my second job, my first job.
Right, right. Hey, I seen that clean shot bid you got over there too, man. Hey, that thing nasty now. That thing
Appreciate it,
nasty.
man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I have a question. What I want to know, Mr. Smoke, with you transition, I know you kind of started out. I remember back in the day you used to sing and you used to sing gospel and then you transitioned into blues, but you coming from a small town and now being on a national platform, what has that journey been like and what have you learned?
We've been a blessing, because I was, kind of know that we know I was raised right, what I'm saying, and putting God first and being humble, and sky's been the limit. So far, God been blessing me in this genre, and well, blessed me in everything that I do because I put Him first. You know what I'm saying? So it's been an unbelievable journey. I was able to meet some of um, the the big people, or the people that's on a bigger level than I am, to help me to get where I'm at now. So I'm just thankful for everybody that I done met to help smoke to this far.
Right, right. I know it, and I know it probably was cool, man. Probably, you know what I'm saying, having people that you probably will listen to when you were growing up. You probably met some of these people. I know that probably like a cool experience for you, you know what I'm saying, meet some people that you don't listen to growing up, and now you in the same line of work as same line of work they in. I know that had to be cool for you, man. I know that was dope.
Yeah, man. Like Sir Charles, some that we probably all listened to as children coming up.
Oh yeah.
Saying got a record with him. Um, One of the biggest in the genre now, which is Tucker. Man, me and him like best friends. So it is a blessing to meet these people that you look up to and become just co-partners in the business.
Right, right, right. And those names that you just named, man, I ain't gonna lie, I know I can remember listening to all of them in my dad's car, you know what I'm saying? And you couldn't turn the radio. Like if you get
That's
in
right.
my dad's car, if he was still alive today, man, you get in my dad's car, I promise you, one of them guys probably gonna be on. If not you, you know, he had your CD tucked in the car, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. He had your CD tucked in the car, man. So, you know, I definitely grew up listening to all of those guys, man. And like I say, you know, for you, I know it had to be cool just, you know, getting in the business and meeting those people, man. Like, I couldn't imagine how that could feel.
Yes, sir.
And do you have any projects that you're working on right now that we can look forward to?
Yeah, working on well, I'm done with my new record that will be released in 2 weeks, if the Lord's will, off the Hit Nation label, which that's Tucker label. I got a new record coming out called Just Put It On In. So hopefully it's be
Okay.
one of my biggest records, and we're looking for it to do good.
What it called? Let me hear it one more time, man. What it called?
Just Put It On In.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I can't wait to hear that one done. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't wait to hear that one done now. I know that right there gonna get somebody get them going up, but the way it sounds from the name now.
It most certainly for the fellas.
Okay.
And the ladies too.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, I can't wait to hear that, man. So let me ask you though, like what pushed you to start, you know what I'm saying, to that transition, man? Like what made you want to go to blues? Like what?
Well, you know, man, like, you know, my mama, you know, was my Sunday school teacher, you know what I'm saying, as a boy. And my father, he actually was a preacher, you know. But every Saturday, you know, my mama had us wreck the yard and, you know, doing work around the house, and she's a big Christian, but we always listen to the blues music on Saturday, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Johnny Taylor, Ty Davis, you know, all these guys.
Man.
And man, you know, when you in that stuff, you never kind of get it out of you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just remember everything your father had done with you, like you say, when he was living, or your mother. And man, one day, man, I actually wrote a blues record, and tonight, before we came on the show, Raven was playing my first song that I ever wrote in my life called. That's a favorite?
That's my favorite.
That's my first song that I ever wrote, called Whoa Now Baby, She Putting That Thing on Me.
Okay.
And so I wrote this record, man, really to sell it to some blues artists, because I was so deep in gospel, I knew I couldn't sing this without the church, you know, ridiculing me, you know what I'm saying? Or,
right,
you know, take some
right.
So I actually, man, like went to Montgomery and talked to some of the disc jockeys there that play blues music, and let them heard it and told them that I wanted to sell it to some blues artists. And they were like, it sounds good. Why won't you sing it? I said, man, I can't sing this, man. I said, man, the church gonna kill me if I sing this. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, listen, are you worried about what people think about you, or you worried about making a living, you know, a better living for yourself?
Right.
I like, well, I want to make a better living for myself, you know. He said, well, let's do this then. Let us play this song for a month. If it don't do nothing, we'll try to sell it to somebody, or, you know, or whatever. So they played it for about 3 weeks, man. I was all over the country.
Okay.
It's like,
okay. So let me ask you this too. So when it hit, you know what I'm saying? What was the reaction from the people at the church? Like what was some of the? Did you get bad reactions from it?
No, man. I swear to you, man. You know, I had good reaction from my pastor, my mama, all my church folk, like, you know, really supportive. And my mama, she was like, you know, if you ain't calling a lady out of her name, you know, bad words, she's I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
My mama, she come to a lot of my shows. I thank God for my mama, my pastor, and some of my church members, and, you know, they support me from, you know, a distance, you know what I'm saying, listen to live stream my music and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really thankful for, you know what I'm saying, all those people that love me for real. I better say it like
right,
that.
right. Well, I mean, was you like when they first put it out there? I know you probably was scared. I know you probably like, oh man, how this gonna turn out? I know this finna probably turn out bad. I know you was scared at first. I know you were nervous about
All,
it.
man, all I can do, Bubba, is write some more songs real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because this is really doing good for me. So I need some more stuff in my catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm one of the few in this genre. It's probably 1,000 of blues singers. I'm one of the few that represent Alabama
Okay.
to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about Alabama, or I say something about Alabama in a lot of my songs. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even this shirt I got on, it's got the Alabama state, logo on
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I'm always representing Alabama, and I'm proud just to be, doing something for myself, my family, and people that believe in me in Alabama and everywhere else.
Right. And one more question for you, man. I gotta ask you this: like, what gave you your name? Like, how you come up with the name Mr. Smoke?
Man, listen, out of my siblings, Raven, though, you might not know, but I'm the darkest one. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And my sister, she's always played me like, call me old Black Smoky self, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So,
Right.
couple of names on the table, man, when I did, and with Smoke, and I said, well, I just go with Mr. Smoke to make it more grown and sexy.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
got you.
I think it works fine because Smoke. You definitely bring the smoke when you're on stage, Mr. Smoke. I have had the opportunity to see you live, and I enjoy it. I also see when you're out performing. I see your mama sometimes,
Oh
so I
yeah.
know she's one of your biggest supporters, and you give a heck of a show. So I commend you for that. Like every time I see you on stage, I always have a good time. So
Right.
I just salute you for that, and I salute you for everything that you're doing. And last night, if people want to go back and check you out, we listened to some of your songs on the live last night just to get people ready
Really?
for tonight. And
Right.
hey, we had a good time
Wow.
vibing
Yeah,
out
man.
last
Yeah.
night. And you make some real feel good music.
Yeah.
I
Straight up.
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I take my hat off. I take my hat off to you, man, for just jumping out there like that. Like you say, you came from a gospel background and then you transitioned to the blue, man. I just take my hat off to you for jumping
I
out there
made
like
I made
that. And
another thing too, Bubba. Like I made way for a lot of people that in the gospel genre, that want to do the same thing, but there's probably could do it, just scared to do it. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So a lot of people now that used to sing gospel that doing this, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I just want to try to be respectful that I can, what I'm saying, when we're doing this kind of stuff. You know, it's a lot of intoxicated people.
hey, I'm
that,
already knowing.
so man, you have to be kind of, and sometimes like Raven said, I do cut up now, you know what I'm saying? I
I
got the
already know.
I got the entertainment in me. I got that in me. You know, even in church I had it, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
hey, smoke, my name is nobody had nothing like it in this genre, so it stick out pretty good, you know.
that right. So yeah, that dope though, man. Like I say, I take my hat out to you. I take my hat out to you, man, and I salute you, bro. I hope you keep going up, bro. Like real talk, man. Cause like I say, we
Man.
grew up literally can look right across a field and see. I can see your mama house right now from my dad's spot. You know what I'm saying? So you know. And I know your folks personally. Me and your brother Red, man. We kick it every day. Shout out to my boy Red too. I'm gonna get you on the podcast too, Red. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. We come with that gentleman club. I'm gonna get my boy on that thing.
And
All right.
Jeanette say she gonna be my background dancer. And listen, when you see me on stage, Miss Jeanette, hey, just come dance. That's all you got to do. Hey, listen.
Okay.
All right. And Gloria said, you put on a good show, Mr. Smoke. I have been to a lot of your shows, so you got some people on that are fans. We're gonna
Man,
go
thank
ahead.
you, Miss Gloria.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to tell Miss Gloria, thank you for all the love and support.
All right, so our toss-up question for tonight. We're gonna go ahead and get into some of this smoke, Mr. Smoke, because we want all the smoke tonight. Our toss-up question is: Is it possible to be in love with two people at one time? And I would really like to know the answer to this question because it's starting to get cool outside. And I have been getting text messages from people, and I won't call any names, but men that asked me on the date was married.
Wow.
And I would like to know, is it possible to
Well,
be in love with two people at one time?
I was just about to say, sis. I was just about to say we'll get back to your situation later on. You know that might be for another episode. You know what I'm saying? Because
So
I finna tell you something, sis. Then but anyway, yeah. Let's get into this question, man. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? And I might step on toe when I say this, but yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's possible to be in love with two people at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Now I ain't saying that it's right, but it's definitely possible. You know what I'm saying? Because these days, it depends on what people call love, first of all, and why you loving a person or what you love a person for. You know what I'm saying? You can have multiple people doing something for you, and you can be you can be in love with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you consider love and why you in love with this person or with these people. You know what I'm saying? A person might be doing material things for you. You know what I'm saying? It might be something else. I feel like it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I don't see why not. What's y'all take on it?
I don't think you can. I think it's possible to be infatuated with someone, but not love someone. I don't think you can love. I mean, you may have love for a person, but that doesn't mean that you are in love with a person. So I can love who you are as an individual, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm in love with you. And I don't think I can love two people equally, if that makes sense. Because I feel like somebody is going to pull rank. Y'all weigh in the chat and let us know what you think. Is it possible to love two people at the same time? I know I heard a blues song that said, if when you try to love two, it sure ain't easy to do.
Hey, I know y'all done heard that. Hey, a trap caught up in the middle. No, y'all done heard it, man. Hey, I'm telling you, it's possible. What you think, Miss Smoke?
Well, I think you can, you can love what I don't think you can be in love with two, but I think you can love what both people do for you. You know what I'm saying? You may love the good sex that one have,
Right.
or you may love the money that the other one have, or you
That's
may love
right.
the cooking that the other one have. You know what I'm saying? Or you may love her looks or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe
Um,
I said it wrong.
yeah. I mean, well, I'm repeating the same thing you said. Really, 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 I am. You know what I'm saying? But so if it's sex, you just lust
Yeah.
over that lady. It's not love. You know what I'm saying? If it's material stuff, it's kind of the wrong love again. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, man, I'd have been in some situation, and you know, whoo, boy, let me tell you, like, you know, but I'm just gonna stick and say this here, Bubba Raven, that you can, but you can't be. I don't think you can be in love with two at the same time, because the one that you're in love with, that's one that stole, that stole your heart. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so if you're in love with her, you can't think about being in nothing else but that right there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be put in positions where, what I'm saying, if we don't have shit, you know, we ain't got strong inner ability, what I'm saying, we end up getting some more lust stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Right.
some beautiful sisters, some fine sisters, what I'm saying, that, and they say don't get a devil no credit, but the devil know what you like, baby. You know what
I
I'm
know that,
saying?
right? But check this
So you
out.
got,
But check this out though. Even if let's just say, man, you like you said, the person you fall in love with this one person. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to have done something for you to have fallen in love with them. You know what I'm saying? So we as humans, of course, we gonna see other people and meet other people, You know, especially if you just date, because you can fall in love with a person and just be dating. Now, you ain't necessarily got to be married and all this because you're not married. Like we talked about this on plenty of episodes, sis. You know, you could be dating, and what if you fall in love with this person, but you just dating them, and then you meet another person that doing something that you I guess you desire or like or whatever. I guess you got to be able to distinguish love from lust at the same time too, though. You know what I'm saying? I guess that yeah, you got to be able to distinguish the difference between the
I
love
tell,
and the lust.
I tell you, Bubba, love is the strongest emotion in the world. I mean,
Mm.
love is the most powerful thing in the world as well. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hardly mix it up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know when it's there. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah,
and now you got different love. You got family love, and you got spouse love. You know what I'm saying? But both of those love is some powerful stuff because when you love somebody, the majority of the time you do any and everything to prove that.
right. But I don't know, man. I just feel
I,
like
Peter said,
I,
"What do you consider being in love?" So she wants to know, what do you consider being in love? Are we
right.
talking
I guess
about
that I get
the
I guess that
idea or the consistency?
yeah, I guess that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how do you know? Like, it may like any other feeling, like how people mourn and how people get sad, and you know what I'm saying, have different feelings and emotions. Love can be the same way. How you know it won't? I could be in love, but I handle it a different way. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, this person ain't gonna just make me go. I ain't gonna just be all crazy for the person, but I love them. You know, different people got different definitions of love. You know what I'm saying? I
but
like I
but
don't
but
know. That what makes it a hard question to me.
here's the thing that in love is the biggest part. You know what I'm saying? I think that's our question. Is that right? Can you
Mm-hmm.
be
In
in
love,
love?
yeah, right,
You can we're supposed to love everybody, you know what I'm saying? But in love it's a whole different, then I tell you what, we all got some stories when we was dating somebody, all right? And we stayed on the phone with these people all night long.
right.
We couldn't wait till the morning come to that's right, Glory. That's right, Miss Glory. I swear. But we stayed on the phone with the girlfriend all night long, especially when you first meet them.
Right.
And the conversation was so good. So this when you find out that you're really thinking that you're really, really, really in love. But you know what I found out though, y'all? I'm 40, a little bit over 40 years old. It takes a lifetime to learn even the one you love. I
Mm-hmm.
swear.
Hey, that's real though. That's
Yeah,
real.
That's
man,
true.
I've seen situations, y'all, where married couples been together for 30 and 40 years and just call it quits. And
Oh yeah.
I think the reason that happened because the one that you was in love with or whoever was in love didn't know who they was in love with. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. I
And
got you.
so it that love is a powerful word, and that word that got people killed,
Oh yeah.
hurt, and hey, it's powerful.
Yeah. Hey, you ain't lying. Like I say, man, still, you know, people people definition of, well, I guess the definition has changed over time. You know what I'm saying? The definition of love to change with the people these days. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't love like how they used to love back in the day. Like it's it's different now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say people like I said earlier, man, I feel like you can be in love with two people, you know what I'm saying, depending on what you got going. Cause it's just like a let's just say like the poly life. You know what I'm saying? Like them people probably really in love. You got two people, this man probably, let's say a man with two women. He loving both of them. He probably in love with both of them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people frown upon the poly life because in their mind it ain't right, it ain't this and it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? But can't that man be in love with them two people? In that case, can't he be in love with them two women? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so then my question, people are talking about that. Sometimes you see when you see people married 20, 30, 40 years and then they fall out of love. But how do you relearn your spouse or partner on the roller coaster? Because things happen, people do change, time changes people. So the things that we experience and the things that we are exposed to influences who we are and who we become. So how do you learn to relove a person? How do you rekindle that spark if the love starts to change or the level of love starts to change? Or if you feel yourself, you know, looking over at Jane and you know you got a good thing at home, but you catch yourself looking over at Jane, how do you refuel that spark at home if you're in a situation where you feel like things are changing with the one that you feel like you truly love?
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's just something, you know, back in the older days, you know what I'm saying, people, you know, when they had children, not everybody, but a lot of them stayed in marriage or relationships because of, you know what I'm saying, what they have accumulated or what they have made children and all these kind of
Mm-hmm.
things. But man, I'm telling you something, you know, it's about the individual, both the individual to me, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, they outgrow they mate, you know what I'm saying? And I know there's some ladies that do all they can for their man, or there's some men that do all they can for their woman, and can't nothing change the way they feel about what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's it's a tough thing, when people, you know, have different feelings about what they want to do. Sometimes when somebody want to leave or go or do other things, ain't nothing you can say or do to stop them. You know?
Right.
And I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with Aretha, you got to communicate and compromise. But I see a lot of
yeah.
people, talking to my female friends and even some of my male friends, once you feel like you reel them in and y'all are solid or you're married, people get content in their relationship sometimes. And they don't do the things that they use to reel the person in.
They start
And one of
slacking.
the things is if it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you got to continue to date the person. And you got to continue to keep coming up with innovative ideas. We can't go to Juicy Seafood, 10 times a month. Like you got to switch it up a little bit. Let's try something different.
But
Come on,
it's
continue to date that person.
it's scary. It's scary, Ray, because even doing that don't mean it's gonna work still. You know what
I
I'm
was just
saying?
about to say that.
So,
I was just about to say
some
that.
people, just outgrow one another or just want to do other things. You know what I'm saying? And men, I'm gonna speak for the men. I speak for, you know what I'm saying? Man, well, we change up fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, and speaking in general, not all men, you know what I'm saying, but oh boy, we change up so fast, and we something that we like so fast, and you know what I'm saying, and you know,
Man,
somebody said,
like, man, listen, it just like, man. Well, not even little. I'm gonna say it's just like a grown man with a car, getting a car. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say I go get this.
hey, Bubba, don't get kicked off now, because I see where you're going.
But I gotta say it because I gotta speak for some of the men. You know, what I'm saying? I gotta say that. Let me don't throw this disclaimer out there now. I ain't talking about all men. I ain't talking about because some men be good with that car that they done had, that 2017 that they done had for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But you got this 2017 Scat Pack and then 2023 Hellcat come out, and you know what I'm saying? You might want it. You won't want that 23 Hellcat, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just how.
But
But I feel like
let me
we're
tell
The
all
Scat
age.
Pack a good car. The Scat Pack is a good car, and it still run good, and it still. But the Hellcat might come with some more bells and whistles and a little more horsepower.
But
but I'm gonna
sometimes
tell
those
you this.
bells and whistles can be cheaply made. You better look at the quality of the individual that you have. That is my
Well,
advice to you. Everything that look good ain't good for you. And I have seen people do that, and these women take them up through there, and these men take them up through there just based off what it looked like or what it seemed like, thinking the grass greener on the other side. It don't always work out like that. I'm telling you, and people do change.
Okay,
But
let me
I
ask
feel,
y'all this though. Okay, we
come on,
always
Bubba.
talk about.
Wait a minute. Me loving
All
you
right.
is a choice. Me loving you is a choice. That's a choice that I make. So if I'm in it, I feel like I'm gonna do what it takes to recommit that love to you, to redevelop that love to you, to make sure it ain't gonna be peaches and cream every day. That's just the reality of the situation. You're gonna go through some stuff, you're gonna have to work through some stuff. But I make a choice whether or not I want to love you.
Okay, now let me say this. You say you do what, sis?
It's a choice. Brandon agrees with me. Love is a choice.
Okay, y'all speaking for that side. You speaking for the people talking about who thought it was green on the other side. Now I'm gonna speak for these people who done stayed on this side where that grass went to turn brown it, and they ain't want to jump on the other side because they were like, well, I don't want to think the grass green on the other side, so I'm gonna stay right here in this house. And then they went home. Grass dried up, turned into dirt. You know what I'm saying? What about those people that done did what y'all saying? What advice do we have for those people that done stuck it
You
out
better
and done
add
tried to
some fertilizer to the grass. You better add some fertilizer, water that grass,
too much
get
listen
to
though,
it. Do
too
what you
much
got to do to nurture your relationship.
listen sis, too much fertilizer will burn some grass up too now. Too much fertilizer will burn your plants up. Nah.
Now, Nikki said everybody comes with their own headaches and problems. Her mama said some of those headaches you just cannot and will not tolerate. I agree. I'm a divorced woman.
Yeah.
Bubba want. Here's the thing about. I got speak on what Bubba said about about when you got the 2017 Scat Pack car, but in 2019 you want your Hellcat. Here's the thing. I think we men, we want both cars. That was the problem come in there.
Hey, that real. Hey, that real.
When that 2017 Hellcat or Scat Pack started to going somewhere to somebody else's house and park, we got an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you about us men, Raven. We can dish it, but we can't take it, baby.
I know it's a fact.
Yeah, and I've been through those situations. You know what I'm saying? You could, if you out there, Bubba, if you over there with Sue, somebody may be at home with Sally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can't be but one place at one time.
Okay. That real.
So,
that real talk though.
Yeah, we just got, hey, it's tough now, you know what I'm saying? Keeping families together, keeping marriages together, relationship together, you know what I'm saying? It seems like everybody is dishonest nowadays. Not everybody, but a lot of people. You see, you find out that my wife got another man, I got another woman, because we think it's so cool because all our friends do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my homeboys, and shit, everybody got a girlfriend on the side. You know what happened to me? I'm gonna have one on the side too. Or you may be with your homegirls, Raven, that everybody got a man on the side, you know what I'm saying? So it should become like dominoes, so everybody doing something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I say everybody, I'm not talking about everybody, you know what I'm saying? But what's a lot of cheating going on,
But I'm on behalf of my friends,
been going on.
They are some good, wholesome women. Like, they not stepping out, they not going out in the streets. Like, they try to be devout partners and all that stuff. Because when I want to go out, I can't find nobody to go out with me because they trying to be at home with their mates. But it's a lot of people out here who want their cake and their ice cream too. And that one of those gentlemen said that to me, like, why can't you have both? So
I know. We done left the topic, but I'm gonna tell you this, Raven. We done left our topic, but I'm gonna say it while we just talking. Because a lot of the women nowadays will accept anything. All right. You won't believe that some women are fine with a man got a wife and a girlfriend. just to say they got a piece of man.
Mm.
Not all.
You said something
Yep.
there.
Yeah, not all of them, but listen, I seen it, y'all. I seen it, y'all. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me tell you something. That's why a lot of women be sharing men, or don't mind sleeping with married men, or sleeping with men that got somebody. You know what I'm saying? They just want something, and they just fall for anything. Not all women, y'all, because I don't want to, sound like, saying all women do this, but
you got men out there that do the same thing. Now you got men vice versa too. You got men that are.
It goes for both. Well, listen, but that's what men want to do. But the women got to stop that, because that's what the men want to do. We want to sleep with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? And the only way we able to do it because the females allow us to do it. Don't care about having another woman at home. You know what I'm saying? So,
they're real.
I don't want to say too much, but
okay. Well, guess what, gentlemen? It is mail. So we had this thing where people who watch the show, they send us anonymous emails and they want their questions answered by our guests, by us and our guests. So we're gonna go ahead and do the first. We're gonna do the mail time at this time.
Since I guarantee you it's a long mail, I know it's a long love. We're gonna have to tell them to cut down on y'all. Make it nice and sweet. Get to the point.
All right, what's up, Raven and Bubba? I went to my collegiate homecoming with a group of friends. A former homie lover friend hit me up and said he wanted to hang out. I started to travel down memory lane and I thought about all the fun we had. I decided to follow through. Well, when we made arrangements to see each other, he asked me to pick him up. I thought nothing of it. Maybe he flew in and was trying to save money. Then we went out to dinner. Over dinner, he expressed... Hold on, we're loading. But over dinner, he expressed that his funds were low. So I paid because I picked the restaurant. Flag on the play. After dinner, we went to a club. He ordered appetizers, bottle service, and a hookah. I thought maybe he saved for all of that. When I picked up my tab, all of his purchases were on my bill. I paid for it to present the talk in public. When we left the club, he asked if I was taking him home or if he was going with me. After everything I spent, I took him home. The thrill was gone. I was turned off. I felt like I was being pimped. Pay me with sex. I have not answered his calls, but I do want to settle this. Hold on, boyfriend, I can't see it. But I do want to settle this. How do I bring this up?
Y'all go ahead and chime in on it first. I want to go. I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you how you do.
First of all, he must have knew something about her before this time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they had dealings before now. You know what I'm saying? But if they had dealings before now, maybe that's something that she have done for him. Before this, or
yeah. Now they say they went to school. They was in school and stuff together.
Yeah, but the first Brandon said he's selling in court.
Straight up here. Gotta take on in there.
Brandon said you take him to court. You take him to court. But yeah, I think after the first thing, when we got food or whatever, the restaurant, I would drop them off then.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Because see, it's a blessing to feed somebody, but the pay for their habits and shit, that's something totally different.
Hello.
Right.
I just tell him that, if I heard that, listen, what I done for you, you know what I'm saying? I never had to do that before. I feel that you were less of a man to ask me to do these things, and I just don't want to be bothered with that no more. Something like that,
I agree. He's supposed to be got dropped back off after dinner, because first of all, you shouldn't order nothing at that restaurant that you could not pay for yourself. Because I want to know, how did you make it all the way to homecoming and you did not have any money in your pockets?
I said, dope soul money fold stuff.
I know that right. Free. Hey, first of all, let me tell you something. You talking about something? He flew in for homecoming, this and that, yada yada yada. You thought about all the fun times. You should have thought about them time when you had to get to Taco Bell after them fun times. It's the same trip, lady. This roller coaster is on the same track, and we're going around and again. He done went round up with you one time to know you had that. Because first of all, who go like you said, the smoke. Who gonna do that if you ain't know? You know what I'm saying? That person stated that they could pay for all this stuff. You going in there getting bottle hookahs and all that. Man,
On
listen.
her dime, he counted her pockets. First of all, he counted her pockets. He knew she had it, and he
Yeah.
made her spend it.
She
Like
should have
that
been
was
flexing. You shouldn't
Y'all
have
hold
been
on for a
flexing, lady. You shouldn't have been flexing. You shouldn't have been flexing, lady. You shouldn't have been flexing
at all. Like
with that
so,
refund check.
and I would have made it clear, like, okay, I just took care of your dinner. You know, I would have took him home. I got other plans
Hey, and
tonight.
then she say,
The crew.
and then she say, he was trying to pay her with sex. No, he wasn't, lady. He was trying to cap some more. He was trying to cap off. He was trying to top off the cake and get some cake. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he was trying to do. The man was trying to smash and dash. He done got all the man full. He drunk and had a good time. Now he trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Get busy with it. You feel
And
me? That
then
man was trying to. He was trying to pull a round house. That's what you call a round house. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to go past. He was trying to go past go and collect $200. What he was
because
trying to do.
I'm sorry, like I already drove you here, but you started telling me about how your funds are not right. We need 2 separate checks.
Hey, that what she should
I
have
would have
did
made
because
it
that's
clear at the table. We need 2 checks.
understand. You gotta understand, man. You when you see that, it ain't no we grown. It ain't no I'm trying not to start an argument. Man, let somebody pull something like that on me. Soon they bring that, I'm gonna be reading that thing. I'm gonna say, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you can take this off, that off, and put it on day tab because I ain't ordered that. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. And however they pay for it, they bid. You know what I'm saying? Because we grown. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me like that.
Yeah, and now
Before you
you know,
order, hold on, sis. Before they order or he or she in this case, you know what I'm saying? It could be male or female. Before you order, you should have made sure it was okay with this person and be like, hey, look, my funds messed up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see if you can get the tab. You know, I cash up you at a later time, but can you take care of it? You know what I'm saying? My money got messed up when I flew in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm flat. Like, can you take care of the bill? And you know what I'm saying? I shoot you
man.
something back.
That man didn't flew for no. Listen. He been there. He ain't flew for nowhere. He ain't had no money from the jump. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no money when he met. He seen an opportunity to get somebody to pay something for him, and that's all that happened. You know.
Okay, now you got to now, Miss Lady, you got to take this one on the chin, like my homie Chris
yeah,
said. You got to
that's
take it
it.
on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only good thing out of this is you done been taught a good lesson, and I hope your awareness done raised from here to here, and now you'll be able to see that next time you are handling it accordingly before you let somebody pimp you out like that because he did pimp you a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He just
He,
ain't get the icing. He just ain't get the happy ending. That's
he
all.
been hard. That was like she spent a couple $100 on him that night.
Oh
And
yeah.
her
Oh yeah.
The bottom.
His next thing gonna be asking you to drive a car. Drop off at
Hey,
work or something like that. You're gonna drop off at
he,
work tomorrow, the next day.
hey,
if
look,
he
he
was
probably
stayed
he probably
home,
watching.
he was go get it breakfast.
I hope it ain't none of y'all. Hey, she talking about y'all. You probably out there watching like, yeah, man, I struck gold. Brandon Perry, that ain't you. You talking about so we struck gold? Ain't you? His what? Somebody ask out, boy.
So we got one more thing that we're gonna do. So our first winner, I had some giveaways give away. Our first winner was Nikki A. Rob. And Nikki, we got a wireless charger for you. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
How did she win, sis? How she won?
She answered the question. The question was, I put it up here. Name a cooking term that starts with the letter B. So let me hold it up so y'all can see she won. Her answer was bake. So she had the top answer.
Okay, then.
Okay, so Nikki A. Rob, you got that. Now I'm also gonna give one to the first person that got on our live.
Know who
And
that is? Robinson.
All right, that was Laverne Robinson. So we got this 3-pack of wine tumblers for you, Laverne Robinson.
Okay then.
We got it for you. You got this 3-pack of wine tumblers. All right, so make sure you ladies get that. And there are still some more things that we are going to give out tonight.
What else you got, sis? Hey,
Right.
hey, and I'm
Go
and I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all now. We may potentially start giving out money. You know what I'm saying? If we get some people to get on this thing, cause I know money entices a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So y'all want to win y'all some money. We probably set it up to where it'll be some money. You know what I'm saying, to be won. So y'all stay tuned, cause these giveaways gonna only get better, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay locked in and stay with us, and we're gonna get y'all some good gifts and give some good prizes, man. You on mute, sis.
The next thing I want to talk about on TikTok, I found this video. I had to edit it a little bit, but it was called Black Men Are the Problem. So I felt like since I was up here with some black men tonight, some well-raised black men, I wanted to see what your thoughts are on this video.
I really want to speak to all men, but preferably black men. Hey, how y'all doing, kings? Only if you act like one. But I'm starting to have a real issue with y'all as a whole. And I'm just going to break down a couple things that really grab my gears when it comes to y'all, okay? But I'm going to give y'all credit, okay? I feel like black men have a superiority complex that doesn't make sense, and it needs to be dismantled completely. There is zero accountability amongst black men. If you want to take it further, men, period. Even in men, there will be less pedophiles, rapists, predators. Hello? But y'all sit around, witness it, and say nothing. Okay, then we got black men neglecting their children, having children grow up fatherless. Okay, trauma. There's more trauma for an innocent child that should have had their father, but you decided you didn't want to be there. Okay, very manly. So we gonna talk about black men killing black men or nah? Because we ending when a cop shoot a black person, but do y'all know how many black people kill black people a day? This ending when a cop shoot a black person, but do y'all know how many black people kill black people a day? This ending when a cop shoot a black person,
Come on,
but do y'all
sis.
know
It's
how many black
looping.
people kill black people a day? And then you got black men killing these women that they're in a relationship with or ex-girlfriends because they don't want to be with you no more. I'm finding a common denominator here. Black men want to be alpha so bad. Y'all want to be submitted to so bad. But can y'all get y'all shit together first as a whole, as a group? Can y'all have a meeting or something? Because I'm coming for y'all because I love y'all. The black man is very necessary, okay? The black man is supposed to be the foundation, okay? But the foundation is broken, so everything else is falling the fuck apart. Then you have the black woman. She's equally as powerful, but how can she be when she has a man? But the black man wants to be submitted to why? For sex? That's all y'all ever got to do is. But the black man wants to be submitted to why? For sex? That's all y'all ever got to do is. But the black man wants to be
Raven
submitted
is
to why?
looping.
For sex? And he talking about killing each other, shoot, 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 pow, 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 drink lean, pop perks. The rap music trash, poison the community, talking about killing each other, shoot, 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 pow, 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 drink lean, pop perks.
You can.
But you a king.
All right, I couldn't control that loop, and I don't know what was going
Oh,
on with that.
okay. But let me say something. Let me say that, man. She's saying now she got some good questions, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it a lot of those issues is caused by the black woman too. Why she just landed out like that? You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear her not one time blame a woman for none of that stuff that she was naming that black men do. You know what I'm saying? Because back with the kids, there's a lot of black men that want to see their kids, but them women be acting so crazy towards them that they don't let them see them, or they in they feelings about it. So it ain't all just the black man and that with the killing. I mean, it's a lot behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to ask those questions, but when you don't understand what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to get a better understanding, Miss Lady, of what's going on out here and what black men have to deal with before you go just hitting us with those questions and thinking it's just an easy answer and solution to them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big issue too. A lot of women think that, or just people in general think that a lot of issues that the black man deal with is just a simple solution to it. You know what I'm saying? But until you are a man that have to walk those shoes, y'all really don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. It is hard to explain it. when you ain't really in the shoes of a black man. You see
And
what I'm saying?
I think the answer she like uh, why it always be an issue when a white man or police or something kill a black man, but we kill each other every day. And I think that reason because in slavery, you know what I'm saying, they killed us and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays when they kill one of us, we want justice. You know what I'm saying? Even though we do kill ourselves, here they kill themselves too. Shit, white folk kill each other. We
That
know
right?
we you hear about a lot of black people kill each other because that's what they they make sure they put that out there. But hell, white people kill each other too by the mass. Sometimes they kill
Right.
a whole damn group. You know, so but,
Right.
but you
So,
know,
and I think that for me, I feel like sometimes as black people, we carry a lot of internalized hatred for ourselves. So that internalized hatred based on things that we see and hear teaches us to make these type of comments. You know, I can't take statistics that apply to a small percentage of us and then apply that to the masses. So one, I can't do that. So I think that she has an issue. The young lady who made this TikTok, I think that she has an issue with black men, period. But I also think that, you know, on a whole, you know, I see little boys. I teach, so I see kids every day. But I do think that they are in dire need of stronger male role models if we want the world to be different. You know, you can tell that there's sometimes an absence from the home with the fathers, or the fathers are not as active as they should be, that kind of thing. They need strong men. You know, if there's a fraternity with a mentoring group out there for boys, I need y'all to contact me because I would love for you all to service boys at my school because they need it.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too, man. And I think, we done said this plenty of times on the podcast too, when we're talking about uh like back in the day, man, a lot of back in the day, I think it done changed because a lot of people were born, even though back then a lot of people were born outside of marriage too, but back in the day, a lot of people was mostly married and they was already in the house. So when these kids came along, that man was already in that house. You got so many people that's having kids outside of marriage now. The man ain't never there. First of all, he never was there. So when you get pregnant by him and had his kid, you talk about like his daddy need to be in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it's hard. It is hard to raise a kid not being there, like physically with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard. You can't raise a kid not physically being there. You know what I'm saying? Now you can support them, but it's a difference in supporting and raising. You know what I'm saying? Now you can support a kid not being there, but you can't raise a kid not being, you know what I'm saying, not being in the house. So you gotta understand when you having these kids out, y'all ain't married, you know what I'm saying? I know it's some cases where people have been married and they split up and the man ain't in the kid life still, you know what I'm saying? I know that happens too. But at the same time, nowadays, people having kids, not even married, that man wasn't never in the house anyway. So how you gonna expect him to come raise a kid with you when you ain't never literally have them there anyway? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of asking a lot. You see what I'm saying? Like being real.
Okay. I think that is asking a lot. Our next winner, Christina, I think you're gonna like this. Christina won this. It's a cutting board. It's an Alabama State University cutting board. I think I want one of these in my kitchen. That's kind of cute. All right, and then we were gonna give away one more thing, but they had to. I haven't seen a tag come through. They had to share the YouTube link on their social media, on their Facebook post, and tag me and you. So that was the next thing. And if they do that, the first person that does that, we'll look at who did it. I had some more prizes up here, but we'll do that. But I think that we had a good show tonight. What would y'all like to leave the people with?
Go ahead, Mr. Smoke.
well, I just like to leave everybody with you know, things, times are different now. You know what I'm saying? Times are hard than they used to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I like to encourage everybody to be strong in the Lord Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? Trust in God and let Him lead you and direct you. You know what I'm saying? In good ways. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
nowadays it's rough. You know what I'm saying? Gas prices are rise. Well, gas prices are high. Everything is expensive nowadays. Ever since the COVID came, everything costs much more than it used to cost. But we know um, we haven't got any more money, but the price of everything had gone up. You know what I'm saying? So keep the Lord first and let Him direct you. I'll tell everybody and stay with Him, no matter how hard it gets.
Right, right. And I just wanna say, man, just chase your dream, like Mr. Smoke, man. Just step out there, chase your dream. Anything you want to do, man. Don't be scared to jump out there and do it. Don't worry about what nobody else gonna say or think about you. You know what I'm saying? If you got something in your heart to do, or you feel like you want to do it, don't let nobody put no roadblocks in your way or make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can't accomplish what you said not to do, man. Be like Mr. Smoke and step out there and just take a chance, man, and live your life and do what you want to do.
Exactly. And my word for the night will just be to garbage in equals garbage out. So be careful about what we put into our minds, into our bodies, and how we feed our spirits. Because like subconsciously, we program ourselves with the things that we feed into our minds. The mind is so precious. The mind is so delicate. So sometimes be careful what you buy into. Be careful what you feed into,
Right,
because you don't want to be out here just breeding trash and breeding that toxic spirit that a lot of people are carrying right now. So just be positive. Try to do more positive stuff and try to be positive to other people. That's what I would say.
right.
And what about, so did you say yours, Bubba?
I already gave him the word.
All right.
I
So
already gave him the word.
Mr. Smoke, we appreciate you. We're getting those 80s babies t-shirts out. I'm gonna bring you a little gift basket. I need you to send me some pictures of yourself. I'm gonna personalize you something, because that's what I do. I do personalizations and imprint and all that good stuff. So just to show you our appreciation for you joining us tonight. So we appreciate you and we thank you. And it was a good show.
Oh yeah, it was a good show, man. We appreciate you, Mr. Smoke, man. Like, hey, it was a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure to have you on, man.
And listen, we home people, and thank y'all for thinking enough for me to call me on the podcast. And hey, I'm thankful.
Yeah,
Hey, we
I'm ready to go
appreciate
to.
it too, man.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Y'all peace, man.